Hey, folks, let's talk a bit about this. This is the verdict form in the Karen retrial. And it is a lot of controversy about it because in the first trial, we later found out that that jury wanted to acquit on counts 1 and 3, and then they were hung on count 2. But, well, Judge Bev sent them home, the jury, and declared a mistrial. And then we found out, okay, you would imagine that when something like this happens, you will try to improve. Judge Bev doesn't. So, what's wrong with it? Well, nothing really. If you are a jury that wants to convict on everything, who just want to cross in, here's guilty vote, and let's go home. For that purpose, it is absolutely perfect. You have the clear option, and then you have some things written below it. This is not the situation in the Karen Reid trial, not in the Karen Reid trial part 2. Here you have the situation again, in my opinion, that the jury wants to acquit on counts 1 and 3, and then again they are hung at count 2. And looking at the jury questions, they are debating the OUI charge, the last one there. And they have been asking Judge Bev questions. Well, but what if we are, it's unclear, please explain. And then she explained. And then they said, but if we are hung on a lesser included in count 2, does that mean that they are hung on its entirety, even though it is the very last one? Because as you see, there are no options for the jury to vote not guilty on the above lesser included, the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. There are no options of crossing in not guilty to show the judge and the parties that we are not hung on this. We say, no, she is not guilty on this, but we are hung on this one. There's no option. And this, folks, is intentional. This is absolutely intentional. Judge Bev, with her jury verdict or jury verdict form, says her court is a court of guilty people. They are a court of we are innocent on everything, not guilty on everything. But it's not a court of, hey, we are we're only hung on this one. We're only hung here. No. So this is a perfect verdict form for guilty. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And that is also why I believe she says, well, it's been held up in appeal. Yeah, probably because the appeal was regarding a guilty verdict, not a hung jury. And so it's absolutely intentional for Judge Bev to use this verdict form to, in my opinion, steer a jury to a guilty verdict. And that, for me, is absolutely Judge Bev, you will never listen to this because you are the star in your little pond. You are not there to make it easier for conviction. You are not there, not even to make it easier for a not guilty vote. You are there to make it easier for the jury to come to a conclusion, regardless of the conclusion. So with that, I say this is intentional. Judge Bev wants a guilty verdict. It is somewhat designed even for a not guilty verdict. It is absolutely not designed for any other options. And that is absolutely intentional. And for me, that is simply wrong. Judge Bev, put on your big girl panties and change the verdict form. This trial demands it. This defendant demands it. The justice system demands of you to do the right thing. Change the verdict form, which you won't because you are a